Hello everyone, we are Robin and Graham. In this video, we climb to the highest elevation either of us have ever been as we make our way to the Rainbow Mountains.
Located at 5,200 meters above sea level in the southern Andes mountain range, this was certainly a bucket list day. Hope you enjoy! Good morning everyone. It is 4:30 a.m. here and we are just about to get picked up to head to Rainbow Mountains.
Robin and I have had Rainbow Mountains on our bucket list for a long time. The only worry is that the elevation is about halfway up Everest.
We are only on our second day here in Cusco, so I'm not convinced that we're acclimatized yet. I also was so worried last night. I did not sleep at all, so hopefully I can sleep on this 3-hour car ride out to the Rainbow Mountains. Yeah. But come along.
Gonna make it for an interesting day.
All right, so we are about an hour and a half into our 3.5-hour drive, I do believe.
Yep.
We just stopped at a spot for breakfast. It was just buffet style, so we're nice and full. There is a couple things that we can buy here, so if we want some extra warm layers or anything, he did warn that it is probably going to be quite cold.
Yeah.
I'm okay right now, but I also don't know what elevation we're at, and I brought a toque, but I definitely don't have any mitts, so I think we're gonna go see what's offered. It's a super cute little area that we're in.
Yeah, they also have some chocolate protein bars that I think
we should get.
Grab a few of those just to tide us over throughout the hike. So, but yeah, I'm sitting currently in the back of the van. Luckily, I have the middle seat sort of, so I have like unlimited legroom, which is really nice. But yeah, it's been a bit bumpy back there.
I'm sandwiched right in between the driver and our tour guide with no headrest, so I'm kind of just falling asleep and my head's bobbing. But I have a really good view of the road.
Yeah.
A couple people are getting motion sickness because it's a very start, stop, twist and turn. But so far we're feeling okay.
Yeah. Okay, so we have made it past the entry into the Rainbow Mountains area. The road up here is not for the faint of heart. Literally like maybe a foot or two on either side of the van. It is until like hundreds of feet down. It was a bit scary. My hands are sweating. I was sweating in the back a little bit, but we made it. It's beautiful here and I'm very excited to get exploring.
I literally could not stop taking videos. The valley that we've been going through is so beautiful, and you see the locals out and about, the kids are going to school, people are working. It's just been such a great drive. Just me up in the front with our driver and our guide. It's just been really fun.
I think it's time for a cocoa candy. Okay, we've reached the starting point of the hike. We are currently 4,800 meters above sea level, which is definitely the highest I've ever been above the sea. I imagine Robin probably too, yes. So far we're both still feeling pretty good. We had some stuff that he put on our hands that helps with altitude sickness, and then we also had some coca candies as well, so we'll see how the hike goes.
Our guide also only speaks Spanish, and so do most of the people here, so we're having a really tough time translating, but you know, I think we're getting the gist of it, and I think they're giving us walking sticks right now. Okay, we have just started our trek. From our understanding, we're on our own. We just have to be back at 12. You know, we're starting with a little bit of an incline. My heart's already pounding, but I'm feeling good. I'm feeling energized. Haven't made it very far, but I need to shed some layers. I'm really warm.
Yeah.
We're getting our first glimpse of Rainbow Mountains. Apparently this is like the mountain of 7 colors. Is what I heard, but you can even see just how many people are dotted on top of that mountain, so we're definitely not the only ones.
coming out. It's getting hot. Time to shed the next layer.
This is the top.
That's the top.
We're getting there. This is where we started.
All the way down around that corner.
So, we're taking a break. Okay, a little sugar, a little caffeine, a little sunscreen. Vamos.
Vamos, mi amigo.
Now, I'm not saying that we know Spanish, because we don't.
Nope.
But it's kind of refreshing to be in a country that speaks a different language, but we know some words, so we can like
pick up on a few things.
Communicate or pick up on a couple of things. So
Whoop.
It's really nice. We're really trying to practice. My family's a lot better than we are.
Yeah,
but
especially Robin's dad.
we're really trying to speak in the local language.
Good job.
Just one foot in front of the other.
Okay, as we get closer and closer, Robin and I keep setting smaller goals to help break up the trek a little bit. So if you can see behind, our next goal is that shed. I don't know if I'm getting it, but next goal is that shed. So we'll keep pushing through that one. I've also just want to say, I'm very proud of Robin. She's absolutely killing it. Keeping the pace, keeping the good energy. We're definitely bringing the positive vibes only to the hike today, and it's definitely showing. So almost there. Good work. Good work.
We've made it to Rainbow Mountain and it is gorgeous.
Absolutely unbelievable.
It's a little bit cast over today, so it's not like super vibrant colors.
Yeah,
but
you can definitely still see it.
You can see like deep reds and like a turquoise.
Some yellow.
It's just so pretty. Even on the walk up, like
Yeah.
the rocks that we were passing were like a turquoise green. It was just so cool. It's unlike anything we've ever seen before.
100%.
And so worth it.
Yeah.
Even though at the top,
There's a lot of people.
there's a lot of people. So we've come down on the other side to get a little bit of alone time.
Yeah.
Because it is packed for sure.
Yeah, there's a long line to take the classic Rainbow Mountain photo.
We're not
but
gonna wait for
we
that.
came down just 10, 15 steps and got a beautiful shot just like this. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So I think we're just gonna enjoy, maybe walk around. We're gonna see if we can fly our drone here. I know that I'm pretty sure you can, but we like to ask permission because just to ease our mind. So that's what we're gonna do. So hopefully you can see some really cool drone footage right after this. Isn't that amazing? This is the first time I've ever seen it. I hope you guys enjoy the shots because I absolutely loved seeing it fly.
That is quite the place for Robin to see it fly first time in action. It's
the
definitely
landing was a little
nerve-wracking.
scary, I will say,
Yeah.
because we're right by the edge of a cliff,
Yeah, we didn't have a
and
nice flat spot to land
it
on,
kind of
so.
started to roll, and I was like, oh,
The drone's going
one
down.
and done, I guess.
How
but
far down it's going.
we
Yeah,
got
it was definitely tough flying it in the high altitudes and with some wind. So definitely a learning lesson. Yeah.
And our shots, they may not be the best right now, but we can only improve from here.
Yeah.
So
This
hope
will
you
be the
enjoy
worst shot you'll see. Maybe. Soaking in the view one last time before we make the trek down. Okay, we are almost at the bottom, as you can see, just below us here. And it is now snowing, hailing, raining. Thought we left the snow in Saskatchewan. Obviously not. Okay, we've stopped for lunch. The drive has been good. The first hour 45 was incredibly bumpy, and I think the lack of food, maybe not enough water, is getting to my head. So, hurting a little bit, but this is hopefully going to bring me back to life, I think.
I'm very excited for the soup.
Okay, lunch was fantastic. Back on the van. Next stop, our Airbnb.
That drop off was chaotic, but we
Very.
are back at our Airbnb. We did originally think that they were going to drop us off right here because that's where they picked us up.
Yep.
But we hit so much traffic coming into Cusco. We were at a standstill most of the time, which was a little bit frustrating. But I mean, everyone's coming back into the city, so it's understandable. But because of that, they didn't actually want to maneuver around the city to drop everyone off because it would just take way too long. So they dropped us off at the Plaza de Cusco, which is about a 15-ish minute walk away, and it was raining. So that's why we did not film.
Yeah. But we are back, though, and we have showered, and we are ready for supper. We have a new local dish that I think is on the menu for tonight. You're going to have to stay tuned to see what it actually is, if you've got any guesses.
And we're also going to finally introduce the people who are going to be traveling the rest of our trip with us.
Yeah.
They weren't at Rainbow Mountain with us today because they're just trying to adjust to Cusco's altitude since they came from pretty much sea level.
Yep.
So they didn't want to push their bodies this far because we were up very high today.
Yep.
But anyways, I think everyone is getting ready to go, so we will meet you at supper.
Okay, so we've come to Mr. Koi with all of our special guests. We're going to go around the table quick so they can all introduce themselves.
My name is Grant. I'm the father.
Angela, the mother.
I'm Sydney, the sister. Of me, not Graham.
Okay, and so we've all, well, 3 of us have decided to order some traditional dishes. I ordered the chicharrón cusqueño. Chicharrón cusqueño. It is a very traditional dish here. It's pork cracklings and it comes with potatoes and a mint onion salad. So it looks fantastic. I'm very excited to dig in.
And I ordered the lomo saltados. So this is beef stir fry with some vegetables. All the plating is very fancy here. We are right on the Cusco Plaza, so it is a little bit higher end, but it is really nice. And I think it's going to be delicious. I think this is what Graham had earlier today at lunch. So I do think it's going to be really good.
And this is the traditional dish of the Andean Peruvian people. It is guinea pig. So this is called cuy de horno. So it was properly dressed. There's a nice little picture Robin will show of my guinea pig dressed up nicely for presentation. But this is how we eat it. We eat everything. So we'll see how that goes. First time.
Supper was great. We'll see you back at the Airbnb. Okay, we have made it back to our Airbnb, and that also brings us to the end of the day. Rainbow Mountain, absolutely spectacular. We booked it yesterday, and so glad that we were able to make that work because absolute bucket list item checked off.
Yeah, and we were both really nervous about the altitude because this is only our second full day here in Cusco.
Yeah.
And I feel like in an ideal world, if we had more time, we would want more time here to acclimatize before we jumped up to a higher elevation. But
a really high altitude, actually.
Honestly, like, we did really well, and I'm feeling really good. I've had a headache the last 2 days, and I feel really good today.
Yeah, my headache kind of came on like shortly after we finished hiking, but some Advil, and I've been good to go since. So
yeah, so honestly, don't be worried about it. Everyone is different though, so take it at your own pace.
Yep.
It was definitely a slower hike for us, but still lots of fun, and we booked it right through our Airbnb, so our guide was also so kind, and the people that we met in our group were also amazing.
Then supper this evening maybe was a little bit more expensive, but sometimes you got to pay for a good experience. Watching Grant eat a guinea pig was hilarious, and eat some local traditional Peruvian food was fantastic. And we have supper for tomorrow.
So that's where we're going to end this video. We hope you guys enjoyed, and we will see you in the next one. Bye-bye! We're getting our glimpse of the first Rainbow Mountains.
No. We're getting our first glimpse of Rainbow Mountains.
Okay, yeah, so we're really trying to try. Oh gosh.
Nice. Bingo. Wow!